All right, all right. We are live at 10:15 in the morning on Friday. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Christian Clay. The guests that I bring onto the show are real estate agents that are on my team that are specialists in their area, and that's how we're able to give you these breakdowns. What you're going to be getting is everything from a driving tour, which 2 days in a row. That's what a driving tour looks like. We're actually moving, right? So a driving tour, new construction walkthrough. We're going to break down all of the numbers and the fees. It's not beautiful, but I promise you this. It's going to come from the heart. It's going to be real. We want to make sure that you have all of the information needed in order to make the best decision when it comes to your purchase. And today we have on Miss Crystal Maddox.
Good morning.
I'm getting better at that. I'm actually like a DJ slash like agent with
Right.
wearing a lot of hats. So let everybody know where we're taking a look at today. By the way, we have JW in the house. Hello from Miami. What is going on down there?
Okay, so we are, oh, hi. Okay, so we are in Lake Hamilton, Florida, and we are going in the back entrance of Scenic Terrace on this drive. The front entrance was getting some road work done. So this is actually the back way into the community.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a much nicer, grand front entrance.
But this is
with
real. This is real, right? A lot of people wonder why is because Lake Hamilton's kind of that merge of Haines City, kind of in that region there. But like, why are prices so affordable there? And because there's a lot of land, there's a lot of old orange groves out there, and there's a lot of older homes as well. And you get to see that on the way in. And that's why we do these driving tours for you people.
Yes, it is definitely less congested than Haines City. Haines City was growing for a long time with Davenport. Winter Haven has had, their boom, and now Lake Hamilton is starting to grow.
Which,
But
by the way,
you're
there are a lot of gorgeous views in Lake Hamilton. You're on the ridge, right? So there's a lot of hills. Sometimes you're overlooking water. You still have large fields of orange groves, which kind of gives that beautiful Florida feel. So there's some beautiful views out in Lake Hamilton.
Yes. Now, personally, I don't know where Dundee ends and Lake Hamilton begins.
Yeah, yeah, it's
So
kind of the same, right? It's the same place.
Dundee's really small. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're in Lake Hamilton. So yeah, you're right
This
off of
is
Highway
this is
27.
where we're located, everybody. Right? Orlando, Tampa. We do a lot of work in between both of them. Here's Lakeland, Interstate I-4. A lot of people know about Davenport. Just south of Davenport, you have Haines City. And this is where you're going to be located right over here. And I already have it popped up. You're about 9 minutes to a Publix, so you're not far away from shopping as far as like groceries and such. Posner Park's about 20 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on traffic. Disney could be about 40 minutes away. And the Orlando International Airport could be about 45 minutes away. Could be, people. Could be.
Yeah, you'll learn the traffic patterns and when to head that way and when to wait. So
Sometimes it's better to wait, right? You'll be running late for work and you're like, I'm going to be a little extra late today.
you're just gonna be sitting there wasting your time. But thankfully, if you're in Lake Hamilton and you're shopping in the area and you're going to school and working in the area, you're not gonna have to deal with a lot of traffic. There are 4 builders right now in this community.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular one we're checking out today is going to have about 125 homes in their section of the community. So it is going to be a large community, but as you can tell, it's laid out really nice. And like you said, it's up on the hill. You can see a long ways, and the main road is very large. It just doesn't feel like the tight shoulder to shoulder housing that you get in some of the other towns.
Look at this home. This
nearby.
home's sitting up, which is pretty
Mhm.
cool. And you can notice that you're driving up a hill. So it just gives you a little bit of a different feel in the community. Go ahead, and I'm going to let you shout the numbers out for this community before I just start rambling on.
Okay, so you do have a CDD and an HOA, and with that, you're going to get a pool, and there's picnic areas, barbecue areas. There's rumors of a fitness center, but I have not seen anything, permanent on that. So we will see what happens. But that CDD is going to run you about $180 a month, and the HOA $49 a month.
Cool. Awesome. What about the The home sizes, what types of homes could they get in here?
There's 40 and 50-foot lots
Okay.
in this, section of the community, but you can go anywhere from 1,455 square feet. They have actually a two-bedroom model. It can be a 2 or 3 bedroom model with 2 bathrooms, and then you can go all the way up to 6 bedrooms with 4.5 bathrooms at 2,516 square feet.
Wow,
So
6 bedrooms and 2,600 square foot. I want to see that model. I do want to see that model.
yes. Well, I will see when they get a spec of that one and try to
Absolutely.
get a video. So
Absolutely.
right now we have videos of a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath model, 2,200 square feet. And then we have another one we're going to show you that's a little bit smaller. So
Awesome.
you can get an idea of both. One of the cool things about this community is there is a brand new K through 8th grade school that is right at the front of the community. So really easy to walk your kids to school, ride bikes, drop them off if it's a rainy day and you want to drive them, you can. But it is right at the front of this community. For this 2024-2025 school year, I believe Elbert Elementary in Winter Haven is getting a complete overhaul.
Hmm.
And I was told that those kids are going to be at this new school for this year for
They're doing a little bit of a flip
Scenic
flop.
Terrace. Yeah. And so if you lived in this community this year, your kids might end up at Alta Vista Elementary, which has been in the area for a while.
Okay.
So, but it would just be for this year. And then when they get the Elbert Elementary kids settled into their new building, your kids will be in this brand new school that they can be there from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. And then they would go to Haines City High School. But by then, you never know, there could be a new high school right in this area, the way schools are popping up. And
You all probably can't see this online from wherever you're watching, maybe Miami. Thank you, JW. But you're sitting up on a hill overlooking orange groves right now, and with lakes down there and stuff. So there are some beautiful views. So if you can get one of those external lots out there, I think that would be great. There goes the
yes,
school in the distance.
yes, that is it.
Okay, here's my thoughts about this community, and I just put this together in my mind, right? Being somebody who's our team, we do a lot of new construction. The builders that are in this community right here they're pretty decent builders for the price point, right? So like they're not, I mean, Taylor Morrison, I like. Casa Fresca has great value, and Richmond American. I mean, you and I know every time we show one of our clients a Richmond American, they're just like, okay, what? Like they like it, right? So I can't remember who the other builder is, but so far you got some good options to choose from in here for the price
Yeah.
point, people.
The other one is Century Complete,
Okay, I've
which is
never, which Century Complete. Enlighten me.
it's newer to Polk County. Um, so I have been through several of their homes. I have not had anyone purchase a Century Complete yet, so where I could see 6 months down the road
Hmm.
how they feel about their home.
Right.
But I really like their floor plans
Do you?
and they feel spacious. We're going to actually show you a couple of those in the next few weeks in
Okay.
this community and in another community. And I do think that they have a great value. The builder we're checking out today is Taylor Morrison, and you can go from 283,000 all the way up to 361,000 is that base price. Basically, 362,000 is the base price for that
Yeah.
largest home. They're only doing spec homes, so they decide what model is going on what lot and what package is going to be in there. But we can help you find the combination that fits your needs. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we get started on that, in the description down below, make sure you click the link to my home value estimator that I've created. We just do so much better than Zillow. This is what Zillow said about my client's home and we sold for this. Isn't that a lot of money saved? Click it. Easy. Put
Huge.
your address in, a way that you can get your report back. Bada boom, bada bang, bada bam. All right.
All right.
I'm ready to take a look at one of these floor plans. We're actually going to take a look at two of them, people. So hang in there with us. Along the way, you're going to hear some stories, tips. Jump in there like JW did. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know in the comments down below what you think. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's
Yes, yes, yes.
go.
So this first one is the Magnolia model, and it is
Look at the front porch.
2,106 square feet. Yes, you do have a covered front porch.
And a good sized one.
Yeah, I mean, there's nice seating area there, and that's not something we typically see at this
No,
price point
no.
here. Usually, it's just the little entryway
It's a
nook.
very
That,
small one, right? Like if it rained hard enough, all of your packages would get wet.
yes. So I
This
believe
this
that
front
this,
porch, I'm sorry, Crystal. I would like to sit and watch the rain on that front porch.
yeah.
Okay.
So this model reminded me of the 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom Meritage model.
Okay.
So it's a little bit, if you haven't seen the video on that, go check it out. I believe it's called the Hibiscus model with Meritage, but this is their version of 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, single story home. And
Hmm.
I will say, as much as I love the Meritage model, this room is so open
Very
and
open.
big. Like the living room to dining room, there's so much space in between them. You're not cramped in.
I'm already
Great
looking
space
at
for the bar.
the pantry in there. The pantry looked like a room.
Yes, I really loved the openness of this model. And you
Cool.
have a covered back porch
Yeah.
in this
So
community.
win-win. Covered back porch,
Mhm.
covered front porch. That's a big covered back porch.
It is.
Let's get straight to it. What's the rough price point of this home here?
It's starting at 343,995, so 344,000
Okay.
basically.
Sweet. All right.
Hmm.
I would tell you this, people, right? Like the price points that are usually advertised, especially if you're looking online, are going to have a little bit of a discrepancy to it, right? There's probably going to not, they're probably not going to add the lot premium or what they consider to be their upgrades. And so, some of those prices could fluctuate. Now, does that mean that we could get you one of these homes under that price that we just pitched you? There's a possibility because there's something called supply and demand and things work in waves, right? And there's times of the year where things are slightly slower. There's the end of the quarter, there's end of the fiscal month for the builder. And these are things that my team and I know. So we know when it's time to take advantage and try to get that price chipped down, but it's not always a guarantee. So
So there are doors on the shower here. Just little features like that you don't always get. So that could be an upgrade, like you said, that you'll find out on the price sheets, and we'll help you with that. We will find out which lots are going to have what things. So,
very, very nice.
yep. Mhm.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on Taylor Morrison as a builder? Being obviously like with the amount of business that we've done with Taylor Morrison and the tours and such. What's your thoughts?
Quality wise, I think they're at the top of the list
Okay,
with Richmond American and these other builders.
right.
Floor plan wise, I've been in some that I love and some that I'm not a huge fan of. Like some of them will be great. Like this model feels spacious. We looked at a model over in Auburndale of a 2 story home that I absolutely loved, and then there was some 2 story specs in this neighborhood that I toured that I just was not impressed with at all. They were not efficiently designed, in my opinion,
Yeah,
and kind of plain and
right.
boxy compared to the Richmond American models that they're offering in this community. So
For sure, for sure.
we talked about, doing a show and just looking at these different 2 story homes in this community side by side, each builder. I think that would be good because there's some stark differences.
Yeah, yeah. I think that we should cover all of the builders, right? Like do a show where it's like, okay, here's all of the 2-story floor plans, the largest ones. Here's all of the
Mhm.
1-story floor plans. But the people that are watching right now, you all have to let us know. You have to let us know what you want, and we'll break those things down for you. But Crystal, you brought up a great point. Okay,
Which one?
when we take our clients to these communities here, you'll tour a model home like this, right? And you're just like, wow, nice. And then you'll go up the road and then you'll look at something that's fully completed already, that's ready to purchase, right? It's not really done up, don't have the furniture in there. Maybe it's a package that they're not presenting in the model. And then you scratch your head and you're just like, we always make sure, and if you want to make sure you know what you're buying, don't just tour the model. Ask the builder or ask your representation, which I'm hoping would be us. Could you show me around the community? Could we walk a home that's fully completed? And
Hmm.
maybe working with us, we'll probably have somebody who's living in the community already, depending on how long the community's been available. And maybe you can get some personal feedback from somebody that's, you know, already purchased and lived and, gone through the maybe the warranty process if they have, et cetera. So, You get
Yeah,
it. All
how
right.
many
So
times have
good.
you been in a buying situation where you're like, or even sometimes with your doctor, you're like in this mode of, I'm going to go in and I want this, this, and this, and I'm not going to accept anything less. Then you get in the situation and you're like, okay, they show you the model and, they say, well, we have this coming on this lot. Let's go ahead and do the paperwork. But you haven't gone out and seen that lot. But you're just so wrapped up in the moment. Or, you tell your doctor, I'm not going to do this or that. And you go in and you're like, sure, go ahead, whatever. You need an advocate. You need somebody that's outside of the situation emotionally with you that can say, hey, let's go and tour this and make sure it's exactly what you want. Let's go see it in other neighborhoods and make sure because remember you told me that you were interested in this and this other neighborhood has that. So,
Absolutely. Hey,
yeah.
sometimes it's good for us to do that in front of the sales rep that we're working with. Like, I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm like, hey, we're going to go across the street and go look at some of those models over there. And the sales rep is sweating, right? They want you to stay. Like, it's good. Like, let's see what we could get you. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like, from an emotional aspect, like when you see it, when you sit in the car, I always use the analogy. My wife sits in the first car, she wants to buy it, right? You want it, but then when we can detach it, calm down, see other things, it opens your vision, right? So, all right. So Leanne Francescone, hi there. Love your live drive-through. Can you guys go back to Storybrooke and do Land Sea? I think we'll definitely do that. I appreciate you for stopping in. Where are you watching from, by the way? Okay. What are we taking a look at here?
So this is the Elm. It is a two-story model. So if you saw the Richmond American Ammonite that we did last week, that would be
Which
a good
people loved.
comparison.
People loved.
Yeah. So this is 2,271 square feet.
I have this sped up.
The opening price point is 350,000. Yeah, they put that 349,995. It's 350,000. 4 bedroom, 2.5 baths. Half bath right when you walk in the door.
Cool.
Usually you would have a coat closet or something there. I believe this is your little coat closet. They do have that locked.
Umbrella closet for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Leanne says, watching from, I'm assuming that's New Hampshire, but plan to
Okay.
move next year. How's the weather out there, Leanne?
It's starting to feel like summer here for sure.
Goodness gracious, people. Not to
But we're
scare you,
getting
but it's hot.
daylight till like 8:30 and later now, so it's great. I
Yeah.
like
The
that.
the only good thing about it being so hot is I just golf less. So I'm pretty sure my wife loves summertime. She's like, you get to spend time with us, hang out at home, which I do, people. I do.
It's time for water sports.
Oh yeah, true, 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 true. By the way, Lake Hamilton being so close to Winter Haven, with all of the lifestyle that Winter Haven has, 50 lakes, 26 of them chained together, restaurants, things to do on the water. Plus, Miss Crystal, we had a subscriber the other day that wrote a comment. She said she saw you at the water ski show.
Yes.
That is
Every third
cool.
Saturday of the month at Lake Silver. Got to put in
You are
MLK Park in
getting,
Winter Haven.
you're becoming
Water ski show.
popular to the YouTube world now. So when people see you, they're gonna stop you, take pictures and stuff. By the way, if you all see us in public, yes, come talk to us. I mean, obviously, I, we're not
Absolutely.
famous by any means, but yeah, if you see us, come talk to us.
Small towns. You're small town famous.
Small town famous. All right, I got a question for you from a subscriber. This is somebody that watched our Villamar update in Winter Haven. Her name's Ellie Rome. Ellie Rome, if you're watching, this is for you. I know it's a bit of a new community, but how could we know if it's safe or will be? Question mark. It's about safety, so new communities scare me since you just don't know how it will turn out. I'm looking into this neighborhood now. Seems nice, but safety is a concern. And was wondering if you could provide some feedback. Thank you. Great video with this emoji. Oh, what did I do? I hit a button.
I don't know, but you got my hair now.
Boom. I put my phone like on the keyboard, people.
Christian with long hair.
That was
Okay, so
cool.
that's a great question. And that is a concern that a lot of people would have with moving anywhere, especially if you're considering coming to a whole new state and you've not spent a lot of time here. That can be a very scary situation. As a realtor, oftentimes you want to say, oh, this is the best school or this is the safe neighborhood. And we do have restrictions in our licensing about that. We can't say that this is a bad neighborhood or a good neighborhood, safe or unsafe. There's a lot of
Maybe
liability.
maybe we can do like some sort of code, right? So like our clients can say, wink twice if you like this community. And
Right. Yeah. There's,
right.
you have to be careful what you say and don't say.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you is that that is one reason why we do have a lot of neighborhoods. All the new neighborhoods pretty much have at least an HOA.
Mm-hmm.
So at least your neighbor has a certain standard. They have to keep their home, they have to keep their yard. They aren't allowed to just let everything run down. Um, like some neighborhoods, you never know. You move in, and 5 years later, it's all run down. But with an HOA, at least you have that safety as far as with your investment goes. And if the HOA isn't doing their job, you have, recourse that you can do with that. And a CDD is like another level above that you can go to when things aren't being kept up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also, if you have a neighbor that's causing disturbances and different things like that, you do have, your HOA that can step in and help you. But what I can say is there are great websites out there that you can check that do rate neighborhoods. And a couple of them that Christian and I have used is niche.com. There's greatschools.com. I came across crimegrade.org and neighborhoodscout.com, and they have maps of reported crime and things like that. And they color code the maps according to what's being reported in the community. Is it violent crime? Is it, petty theft, those sort of things. So there are resources out there that I can point you to. And the best thing I can say is, come visit. Come visit. Let's drive through the neighborhood in the morning. Let's drive through at night. Let's see what it's like, on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Are there a lot of parties and loud music and things going on? Are the neighbors outside drinking in the front yard, making you uncomfortable with your little kids, whatever? Like, let's take some time and investigate. Absolutely. When you come down to visit.
One of the best investments that you, the buyer, could do to buy the home that's going to make you feel good inside is to take that visit and plan a few days. And I know everybody can't do it. I get it, right? But if you have a little bit of vacation time at work, bring your butt down. Come visit, and don't just follow our vehicles from one community to the other. Yes, we're going to show you around, but spend time on your own. Go visit places that everybody has to go to. Grocery stores, okay? Restaurants, food, those areas that gas stations, go visit those places, and then you make the decision from there, okay? You can go from one Publix on one side of the city. Publix is the grocery store that we use here. Maybe Aldi's, I don't know.
Yes.
And you can go to the Publix on the other side of the city. And both of those areas are going to have different feels based upon what you see, what you feel, anything, okay? Do it. Drive around. Invest that time if you can. And I think it would be the best option for you to make the right decision, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
All right.
And if you're having to buy sight unseen, we'll do the best we can with videos and touring and talking with you and getting the information to you that you need. So
yeah. Our process is pretty thorough, right? So as you see, we've given you the driving tour, driving into the community up front, because we want you to see those things. Same thing if you're working with us and you can't come down. We're going to show you every single thing, because when you come down, we want you to know what you're getting into. That's not always a bad thing. We just don't want that to come back on us, if that makes sense. Okay.
That's right.
All right. If somebody wanted to put a deposit down on one of these homes in this community, what are we typically working with here?
Well, if you are doing an FHA loan, most builders that I've spoken to, they want to get that 3.5% down as quickly as possible at the time of application. If you have it, they will collect it. If you only have a portion of it, say you're waiting on a rollover out of a 401k or something like that, which I hope you're not taking money out of that to buy. I hope we
don't do it, but you
are doing better things. But if there's a situation, we can help negotiate that for you, that you have more time to get the rest of that down payment in.
Absolutely. So. Could you imagine Crystal negotiating? Like, look how sweet she looks, right? But she could be like, you don't want to be on her bad side, right? AKA like just the builder. Like, we're representing you. So you guys get to see the good side, okay? All right. What about, like, what could we do from an incentive aspect for our people?
Well, right now the builder is offering $15,000 and we can help you with that as far as, do you need to buy down your rate? Do you need more of that to go towards your closing cost? That's what, a lot of people think about the down payment they have to have, and they don't consider closing costs. So if this builder isn't providing enough closing cost and helping you get that rate down low enough, we can find another builder that, they're helping you buy down the rate and they're covering all your closing costs. That is out there. So,
Hey,
um,
that's that. We're sitting in front of the builder, and I'm like, hey, let's go across the street real quick. We'll be back. A little bit of
right.
negotiating there. That little thing right there. Maybe we can get a little more closing costs. All right, go for it.
Yes. So for a conventional loan, they're looking for at least a 760 credit score to get that rate buy down incentive. So that's just something for you to gauge where you're at. If you're going conventional, most people I find are going FHA because you only have to put that 3.5% down, and that's comfortable for a lot of people. The credit score threshold is down to a 640 at that point, and you can get as low as 4.875%.
Nuts.
Mm-hmm.
4.8 people. Come on now. That's nuts.
Yes,
So
that's
we're
great.
we're able to do it, right? And you're in Florida. Taxes aren't outrageous, right? A lot of people are talking about insurance, right? Well, what about insurance? Or you see all of the videos on like the money raining and the realtors like this, and they're talking about the insurance crisis. Well, in new construction, you're good people. Not only are you good, a lot of insurers are going to pick you up. You're going to be very affordable. I'm talking like $80 a month. eighty
Yes.
dollars a month, like seriously, no doubt.
Mhm.
Um, well, awesome. I wonder if I had anything else to talk about on this one. Oh, we have. That's what I wanted to bring up. 9 people in here. We have 2 likes. Let's fix that real quick before we get off of this live, if you could, please, 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 please.
Yeah.
Got 9 people, 2 likes. How quick can we do it? Right? Oh, it didn't work. There we go. 3.
See
Yay.
everything you
Okay.
can see.
But yeah. So my recommendation, people, whether it's whether you're moving next year like Leanne, or next month, next summer, 10 years down the road, reach out to us now and we can start to put together the game plan for you. I think that you'll be pleased with our service that we have and how we operate, right? We want to make sure that you all are being guided directly. There's a lot of moving parts with this. Maybe
Hmm.
you're transferring jobs. Maybe you have a home to sell. I talk about those things all the time. Well, on our end, we're making sure that your purchase here is done correctly and making sure that these builders are not taking advantage of you, right? You walk into, hopefully we're not walking into Taco Bell, people, but if you walk into Taco Bell, they're going to want to sell you a Chupa Lupa. What are they called? I don't know. They sell all sorts of things, right? But the last thing they're going to want you to do is walk across the street to Burger King. Probably not the analogy to use today, right, on a Friday, right before lunchtime.
I
All
think
right.
somebody's hungry.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping in, Kathy. I appreciate that. All right. I think that's it, everybody. If you could, make sure you're subscribed. Like I said last video, I don't want the algorithm to not seeing you hit the like button and not seeing you comment and not seeing you subscribe, so they stop recommending us to you. So make sure you're subscribed to us. We appreciate that. And we will catch you on the next one.
All right. Thank you.